And what else are we doing? Oh, I have an audition today. That's for a music video. Shakira music video. So we'll play that.
Well, would you look at that? We are back. We're back with another video. Today's video, I'm jumping right in. We are doing this video because it was requested from an acquaintance of mine about 4.5 months ago. About 4.5 months ago, she contacted me and she says, Karima, I need your help. I want to become like Meghan Markel. Meghan Markel. And my response was, why Meghan Markel? Why did you choose her as the energy that you want to step into? And she said, well, she has a sweet disposition and she just seems so soft and so elegant and so just, I want to be like that. I'm too masculine. I want to be like Meghan Markel. And my response was, darling, that little seed seated inside of you does not match that. The little seed seated inside of you does not match the energy of Meghan Markel. Here's why. Meghan Markel was a becoming of, okay? This becoming means she has not always been the image that you see now. It was a becoming, a walking into, okay? Refinement takes time, darling. It doesn't happen overnight. At one moment, you are that little girl with all of your imperfections intact. The little girl with all of your naturalness intact. And at some point, you become a woman thinking, what do I need to do to become who I want to be? And when it comes to energetically, Meghan Markel is working with the Chameleon Energy. And if you guys remember, when I did the video on Sierra, I talked about women who have the Chameleon Energy. And the Chameleon Energy is a very brilliant feminine energy, okay? It's the kind of energy that says, how do I escape this thing? How do I escape this place? How do I leave all of this behind to become someone new? The chameleon is willing to do whatever it needs to do to come into being, to become, to put on so that they can secure a space for themselves. The chameleons are very brilliant. They're very brilliant at leaving themselves behind. The elder teaches us that this too is feminine energy. Regardless of how diabolical and sinister it can get, the chameleon can get sinister. The chameleon can get self-serving. The chameleon energy, as the elder teaches us, she is a woman who becomes something else so that she can become what her desired outcome is to be. There is nothing wrong with that according to Elder Eden and Hut Wisdom. Elder Eden says there's room enough in it for it all. The becoming, the walking into. There is room in femininity for it all. Even the chameleon. There's a story I want to share with you so you can really understand the chameleon energy and how deep and dark it can go. A few years ago, my sweetheart said, let's just call him John. I'm making up a name. John wants to send you a picture of this woman that he wants to date. And he wants you to tell him what's the energy that you get. And when I saw the picture, I immediately said, Meghan Markel? Absolutely not. And so, of course, he calls and he wants to know why. Why not? What do you mean about Meghan Markel? And I said, well, Meghan Markel has the energy of the chameleon, which is not a bad thing. However, there's a dark side to that chameleon energy. And that dark side says that I want to be the only one you adore and admire. And it's possible that I can isolate you to do that, okay? I want to be the hero of your love life. That can be very dark for a man who has been married before and who has kids. and who has a very good connection with his ex-wife. The chameleon energy is not going to like that at all. And so I'm advising that this is not going to be a good idea. Because her job at that point will be to isolate you from all those people that you love and to build an island around you too. And as it goes on, you'll be removed from your duties at all of your organization. Golfing is going to let off a little bit because now you have new obligations, and the new obligations becomes the chameleon. Okay? It can get very deep, dark, and diabolical. But that too is feminine energy. The elder teaches us that too is feminine energy. What Miss Meghan Markel is working with, the energy that she's working with, is that of the chameleon. And as sweet as the chameleon can appear to be, the Elder Eden teaches us that there's also a deep, dark side. Because this becoming, this walking into, is a calculated event. It is planned, it is sought after, and it is extremely calculating. That is feminine energy as well. If you know who you want to become, plan it out, strategize, and make it happen. The elder said that's feminine. Plan it out, make it happen. If there's a man you desire, plan it out, make it happen. Now, going back to our made-up guy, John, I just gave him a name, right? John decided to not move forward with that lady that I told him about, okay? This woman was not going to have it. You know why? John is well off. He's doing well. Good guy. She showed up at the bathhouse. Now, the bathhouse is a place men go to, I don't want to get into that's another video. But she showed up at the bathhouse. She showed up at events he was at or would be at. She was everywhere. He couldn't get away from her. In conversations with friends, her name would come up. She was always popping up, even though he decided to not move forward. This is the chameleon energy. She's going to find a way to get what she wants. She's going to be in your atmosphere. She is going to be around so that you can see how great I am. Because she can put on. She's planned, she strategizes, and she knows exactly what she wants. The elder said that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. Now the question then becomes, does it have a place in the monarchy? Well, I can't answer that. I'm not equipped to answer that question. I do know that it has a place in femininity. I do know that it has a place in hot wisdom. I do know that this kind of energy exists in women. And of course, if you are dating a woman and you don't know how to clearly identify what energy or what feminine energy you're working with, then perhaps you need to acquaint yourself with Elder Eden so that you can learn. And women, if you are learning about your own self and trying to identify who you want to become, it's important to know that all of it, whatever it is a walking into. It's a becoming. Give yourself some grace for where you are. And until next time, be empowered, be inspired, and be well.
Girl on my plate holder. Yeah, the ex-boyfriend got that from me.